When we think of the land of pyramids, mummies, and Tutankhamun, a mysterious ancient civilization appears before our eyes. The civilization that was born on the banks of the Nile River about 5,000 years ago. But did you know that 97% of this vast country, covering an area of nearly 1 million square kilometers, is almost uninhabited today? They not only learned to write, but also built the Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Why is it that the vast majority of 100 million people live crammed into just 3% of the space? In today's video, we'll delve deeper into this mystery. Looking at a map of Egypt, you can see that on one side is the vast western desert, and on the other side is the eastern desert. Despite having the Mediterranean Sea to the north and the Red Sea to the east, the country's climate is extremely extreme, with temperatures exceeding 50 degrees Celsius in summer. And with no rain for years, it is almost impossible for humans to survive there. The funny thing is, the Sahara Desert wasn't like this a few thousand years ago. It was once a lush green pasture, but over time, due to climate change, it gradually turned into a desert. When the desert began to engulf the surrounding area, people began to wander as nomads in search of water. Finally, they found refuge on the banks of the Nile River. This Nile is the lifeblood of Egypt. History tells us that since ancient times, all the great cities of Egypt, Memphis, Thebes, or Alexandria, have been built on the banks of this river. The same trend continues today. About 65% of Egypt's current population is young people under the age of 35. Cities like Cairo are home to about 20 million people, making the city extremely crowded. Despite the fact that most of the country's youth are educated, many are making a living by driving Uber or InDrive. The country's economy is now largely dependent on tourism and the Suez Canal. The country's growing population and lack of arable land have made the country dependent on food imports. About 40% of food today has to be imported from abroad, which is putting enormous pressure on the economy. The Egyptian government is now trying to make the desert cultivable. Canals are being cut from the Nile River to bring water into the desert, and the water is being controlled through the Aswan High Dam. Egypt is a strange mix of the glory of ancient history on one hand and the struggles of modern life on the other. 10 to 12% of GDP comes from tourism, so every pyramid and museum is now a tool for Egypt's survival. From ancient Kemet to today's Egypt, it was, is, and will always be around the Nile River. Please like and subscribe to the channel to get more informative videos like this.